Hello, folks. Hope we're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. There's been a little bit of a pause with the Mini GT stuff. I have a few new models that we can take a look at, but I'm kind of waiting for the next couple big waves to come out. So a little bit of a pause, and on the last video we did with the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ63, someone requested that we take a look at this thing, so I figured why not. I have actually not opened this out of the packaging before, so yeah, we'll be taking a look at it. So this is the LCD models McLaren Elva, obviously 1/64 scale. It is officially licensed by McLaren right there. You got the product sticker. And then there's all the information on the back if you want to know like the SKU or whatever for it. But yeah, like I've told you guys before, LCD is one of my favorites. They make really nice models, very detailed and accurate. And in my opinion, they do the best carbon fiber printing out of any 1/64 brand. So this McLaren Elva should be pretty dope. I don't know a lot about the Elva in real life, except that it was kind of like a special thing that McLaren did. But yeah, this is the LCD one. They've done it in several different colors. They've done a couple different Gulf colors, then some other just like standard liveries. I believe this is actually a real car done by McLaren. I'll throw it up on screen if I can find a photo of it. But it is really nice. It's got like this cool like number 4 livery to it. So it comes on a nice simple black base. You do have a little photo etched plaque at the front. It says McLaren Elva on it. And then there's the car. I think we can go ahead and take this one off. This one shouldn't be too fragile, so probably don't have to worry too much about breaking it. So we'll go ahead and remove it. There we go. That should be good. Oh, there went the screw falling out. Just stick that right there so we don't lose it. And here is the model. So first impressions, I think it looks really nice. I like the silhouette of it and the overall like design. You will notice that this one has a lot of carbon fiber detailing all over it, which is really cool. So on the bottom of the car, it kind of wraps around the front. You do have some nice white paint that is just like a glossy white. Nothing too crazy, but it does look nice. And you also have a little bit of red pinstriping that goes between the white and the carbon fiber. And again, that kind of wraps all the way around. And then the stripe goes down the length of the car as well with that white and red. So we do like that. And the carbon fiber is very well done. As you can see, you got that lovely LCD carbon fiber, which is really nicely detailed. It's got like some, like almost like a zigzagging, which makes it look like it is actually like weaved together. So there's that. We're actually zoomed in quite a bit for this one. This is like 3 times. So very cool. On the front end here, you do have your headlights, which are actually acrylic inserted. They're not just painted. And they have a little bit of bulb detail down in them as well. Very clear, very detailed. They look awesome. So there is that. You also do have your little McLaren badge at the front right there. A little bit hard to see. I can't really make out what it says, but it is there. It's a separate piece. That actually might say Elva on it. No, surely not. That's got to say McLaren. But yeah, really nice. And then you have some daytime running light strips down here as well, right below the headlight housing. You got some nice venting on the hood right there, and then you actually have a slightly smaller carbon fiber pattern right here on this little plate. The body carbon is pretty big, not super big, but the carbon fiber down in this little vent piece is a lot smaller. You have your little number 4 box right there, and then obviously no windshield on this one, but the dashboard right here is also that smaller carbon fiber print, which looks pretty nice. You've got your little rear view mirror right here as well. And then the interior on this one is going to be decently detailed. So you've got your little screen infotainment center right there. On the doors, I'm trying to get it to focus. On the doors in here, you do have a little bit of a silver piece. And it'll be like your door handle and the door controls. And that will also be on the driver's side down in there as well, like up towards the front. Steering wheel, you have a little McLaren badge right on the center. So that is nice. The seats, one of the cool things that LCD does is they will actually detail their interiors with kind of like a textured paint. I don't really know any better way to describe it, but if you look at the seats, you can actually see that they are like Alcantara. So Really cool. You've got red at the top near the headrests, and then you have gray Alcantara all in the rest of the seats. Very nice. You even have the little like holes in the seats right there too. So pretty neat. And then behind the headrest, you have like a little bit of silver accenting. So yeah, really cool interior. You actually have a little bit of like detailing down in here. There's probably some buttons and the gear shifter and whatnot. I can't see if it has anything on the... Oh, it does. So you can actually see in front of the steering wheel in that gauge cluster, there's a little bit of printing in there as well. So really cool. The mirrors are just going to be black. I don't think they have any carbon fiber print, so just a glossy black, but they do have the little reflective stickers in them. So that is pretty nice. Working our way down the side of the car, you have some air vents right here, which these little pieces above the air vent also have that smaller carbon fiber print. So that is cool. And then obviously you have these little things that come down from behind the seats. And then I believe these are a couple air intakes, and there's actually a little bit of mesh detailing right here over the engine. I believe the engine is in the back on this. But this is actually photo etched metal, so if you get it in just the right light, you can kind of see down in there. I don't think we are going to be able to see it. But yeah, this is photo etched metal, so there should be some sort of engine detail. I'd imagine that's where the engine cover is, right below that mesh. So that is really cool. And then going back to the rear, I don't know if this thing has active aero or not, but it looks like there is a little bit of a air intake right here at the back as well. Maybe not. Maybe that's for something else. But on the back end, the taillights are just going to be painted. I wish they would have done them with acrylic. I think that would have really like set it apart. But the taillights are just painted. You do have your McLaren lettering and your Elva badge on the back. Those are both separate pieces right there, done in silver. 2 exhaust tips in black. You've got a bunch of mesh detailing on the back as well. Would have been really awesome if they could have done that as like photo etched metal, but I don't think... Well, I think with how it kind of curves around with the taillights and stuff, I don't think it's possible. But at least we do have a little bit of photo mesh detailing on the top right there. But you have Elva on the license plate. You've got your rear diffuser right here, which is done in this like texture that replicates carbon fiber. It's not actually printed carbon, but the whole bottom of the car is done in like a texture, and it's just plastic, just a plastic base on this one, no metal or anything. So there's that. The wheels are actually pretty cool too. You got like some nice silver detailing in the black. The brake details look pretty accurate. You've got drilled brake rotors, and then you've got what looks to be silver calipers on the front as well. And they actually might say McLaren on them too. Maybe. A little bit hard to tell. And then the back tires are going to be thicker than the front. And this thing, the wheels do spin freely on this one, but it does not roll very well because it's just, yeah, it just doesn't. But the wheels do turn freely. There is a little bit of resistance just because the tread of the tires rubs on the wheel well and whatnot, but I think that's okay. I know some of you guys will not like that, but yeah, that is the McLaren Elva. I know this car is hit or miss. Some people think it's ugly. Some people think it's really cool. I'm kind of one of those people that thinks it's really cool, and it's kind of in the same category as like the Ferrari Roma, which is also one of these like roadster things that doesn't have a windshield. But I think it's really cool. It's a neat car, and if you want a McLaren Elva that is nicely detailed, LCD is, I think, the only company that makes it right now. So, and honestly, I think it's the only company that you would ever need to buy it from. I think this thing is nearly perfect. So, yeah, I think the person that requested this, I think your name was Jose. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this is what you wanted to look at. And yeah, hopefully we get some new Mini GT stuff in soon. But yeah, other than that, we'll just keep finding cool things in my collection to review. So let me know what you guys think of this McLaren Elva by LCD down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.